The third Monday of every January has been dubbed Blue Monday, supposedly the most depressing day of the year. And with so many people struggling or feeling isolated at the moment, I thought I'd share my 5 top tips on how you can turn your energy around and feel better on any given day. If any of this resonates with you at some point in the video, then hit that like button and turn it blue so we can turn the tables on seasonal depression and share some positivity with the world. The first thing to remember is that just because someone's put this Blue Monday label on the third Monday of the year doesn't mean that it's predetermined to be a bad day. In fact, the only way you're going to guarantee that you'll feel down on that particular day is if you allow yourself to build anxiety around it just because it's called Blue Monday. Even the most positive people can have off days or feel down at any given moment, and especially when we've been spending the last 9 to 10 months staring out of the same window and watching the seasons change while our lives don't seem to move forward. It might be that all those factors that usually lead up to seasonal depression just become compounded by the conditions we're exposed to at the moment. So if it does happen to you, then don't worry, it's completely fine. It's actually a really good thing that you're missing people and want to be more in contact with your friends and family. And so that leads me into my second tip. Connect with someone. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter who. You could be really struggling and people might not notice. Maybe you're putting on a brave face to people. But if you need help, then just let somebody know. And it doesn't have to be your friends or family either. There's a lot of helplines out there that you can call if you just want to chat to somebody. A charity like Mind, which looks after mental health. There's always someone that you can call if you are feeling in a bad spot. But don't forget that other people will be feeling the same way too, and just by reaching out to somebody to ask them how they're doing, you might actually be completely lifting somebody's spirits on that particular day. Make it your challenge on Monday to just reach out to as many people as you can and try to have meaningful conversations with people. Be a little bit kinder to the people who deliver your Amazon parcels or you speak to on the phone. Just try to create connections and brighten people's days, and honestly it's such a big help to everybody. Of course, sometimes the outside world can cause us anxiety and we need to retreat to a calmer inner space. I like to visualize places that have brought me the most calm in my own life. One of my go-to places if I want to calm down is Nara in Japan. I remember walking up to the top of this temple hill with Buddhist monks sort of milling around me and just feeling this supreme sense of calm and that everything was okay in the world. And I can tap into that just by closing my eyes and visualizing what it was like to be there at that moment. Even just thinking about it now is calming me down so much after a pretty full-on day at work. I am sure that you can find a place like that too. You might not be as lucky as me to have travelled to places like Japan, but if that's the case, you definitely have your own imagination that you can use to bring an inner world to life. All you have to do is close your eyes and think about a beach or an inner palace that you go into and that nobody can come in and disturb you. That's an amazing way to just lift your spirits and reset. Tip 4 that I always talk about, and I put in my winter lockdown tips as well, is to just make sure that you're getting enough light, enough fresh air, and enough exercise, because those 3 things are really gonna make you feel so much better. But I will add to it as well that you need to be physically comfortable. You need to make sure that you've got a good chair, a good bed, good shoes, that you're sitting up straight, that you're taking care of your posture, because your physical health and your mental health are so linked, and you'll find that even just standing up straight can have a massive impact on your mood and the way you project yourself. I have to work on that all the time. My posture's terrible, but I'm definitely working on it this year. Comment if you see me slouching at any point in this video, because that's a good trigger to me to start sitting up straight. And tip 5 is just to change your energy, switch it up. Have you been sitting in the same place all day? Is there anywhere else that you can go for a little bit of peace and quiet? Is there a way that you can up your heart rate, or you just jump on the spot for a minute? Could you do some yoga? Could you go for a run? Could you go for a walk? Could you just do anything that changes your physical mood, changes your mental mood, puts you in a different gear? Because it's so worth it if you've got that opportunity, and you'll feel that you can snap yourself out of negative thought spirals just by a surge of adrenaline in your body, just by upping your heart rate. Fighting depression can be a long-term battle, but it's one that we can win if we learn how to spot the triggers and nip them in the bud before they set in and become a deep sense of despair. I hope this video has given you some good ideas on how you can do that, but it's by no means an answer if you are feeling very down. In that case, you need to ring one of the helplines I spoke about earlier, or get in contact with your GP or a doctor to really get to the bottom of what's causing your depression. That said, I really hope this video brought you some value. Please feel free to share it with anyone who you think would really benefit from seeing it. and let me know in the comments if you've got any tips on how you overcome feeling down on any given day. That's it for now. I'll see you in a bit.